What's the topic of today? I'm going to talk, well actually I'm going to tell you, right now I'm on my way home. I had lunch with a friend, and now I stopped by the store to pick up some cabbage, and I was going to make some fried cabbage for dinner tonight, and probably have that around 7 or something. But I do want to talk about, let's see, why being thin is so important, especially to women. Why is it like so important to us that we go to such great lengths to get that way? Like, for example, some people will have surgeries, some people will go to extreme dieting, like some people become anorexic, bulimic, some people develop eating disorders, all to get to this goal number. It's not even necessarily healthy, but we do it because it's what society tells us. You know, to be healthy, you have to weigh 120 and, 120, 5'10", if you're white, female, blonde hair, blue eyes. Yes, that's beautiful, considered beautiful and healthy, But you can still be, 5 foot and weigh 300 pounds and still be beautiful and maybe even considered healthy, because there are everyday thin people die every single day. Excuse me. Thin people die every single day. Some people go to extreme measures just to fit into society, like, not eating on a daily basis, starving yourself, go to crazy diets. Like, I heard somebody talk about a 5-bite diet. That's crazy. Who eats 5 bites of anything? That's crazy. You need proper nutrition. You go weight loss surgery where it reduces the size of your stomach, where you can't eat. So, you will always have some sort of issue eating the rest of your life. They go to the sleeve. Same thing, only they cut away part of your stomach, and you're cutting away part of your stomach. They did away with the lap band because it was ineffective and too many problems with it. They have something now called the balloon. There's another one, I can't think of what it's called, duodenal switch. That's an extreme surgery, and not everywhere does it. I think the University of Chicago does it. But what I'm trying to say is, we fight so hard against eating. I mean, and really, actually, I'm no different than anybody else. I have eating disorders, I'm a binge eater. I know I eat when I'm upset. That's how I deal with my anxiety. When I have a problem, the first thing I run to is food. And really, food is not my friend, nor will it ever solve a problem of mine. I had a friend tell me yesterday, it was a person at a meeting, and he said, and he always says this, and it kind of makes sense. You look at the big picture. I mean, when people start on extreme dieting, extreme, like, I'm only going to eat 500 calories a day. Huh? I will never ever have cereal. Huh? I will never ever ever have cake. Huh? I will never have corn on the cob because it's sugar, it turns to sugar, and it's not good for you. It is not, probably, but to say that you're never going to have one food ever is really not mentally right. I don't think you should ever block out totally everything from your diet. I mean, right now, yeah, I'm still overweight. I'm still, you know, where I want to get to where I want to be, but I'm not going to go and say I'm not going to eat nothing but one meal a day. That's crazy, because the next meal I'm going to gorge. You know, I'm going to try to stay away from the sugars, the white stuff like flour, sugar, anything that's white, bleached. You know, I ain't going to say I'm not going to eat processed food, because that's kind of like ridiculous, because think about it, that's what I eat. I eat a lot of processed food, but I'm going to make wiser choices. And when I choose, if I go out to eat, I'm going to try to pick a protein, a heavy protein like a meat, and maybe a vegetable. And, you know, okay, if I'm doing bad, at least I'm doing a little bit healthy. But to say you're not going to eat any of this, you're not going to eat any of that, I mean, nothing is kind of like, it's dangerous, because when you go back to eating, you're going to for sure gain weight, because your body is used to taking in only so many calories, only so much fat, and then all of a sudden, when you go back to eating the way that you normally would eat, I mean, you know, eventually everybody eats potatoes maybe, or rice, or pasta, or spaghetti, or, you know, whatever, you know. I know I like to have, on occasion, pasta. I like to have potatoes. I like to have bread. I like to have, you know, things like that. So to say never is like forever. Never. No. I'm not going to say never. Right now, the way I'm eating, and it's probably not the best. You know, it's probably not the best way to eat. I am cutting foods out of my diet right now, you know, only because I want to get to a place. But once I get to that place, hopefully I have trained myself enough to say, okay, I know sugar isn't good for me. Sugar triggers me. It's like, if I eat even a little bit, like if I have like a lifesaver, it's going to lead me to eating junk, because it's sweet, and it's like, oh my God, it turns on that thing, and oh my God, all of a sudden I want it, you know. Last night I went to a meeting, and a lady brought some M&Ms. Okay, gave out everybody some M&Ms. I didn't take none, and a cake pop, and I didn't have that either. But I looked at it, I'm like, oh my God, I want some, and I really wanted one, but you know, I'm trying to do this right. I'm trying to, you know, get to where I want to be. And then maybe, just maybe, I will train myself. Maybe I can eat normal. Not junk, you know. I don't need to have cake, candy, cookies. But maybe I can have a hamburger with a bun. Maybe I can have toast in the morning. Maybe on occasion I can have pancakes if I want pancakes, you know, but not on a daily basis. Maybe I can have a bowl of cereal sometimes. I don't think, except, and probably not even, you have to give up everything. I think you have to learn how to do things in moderation and with sense, you know, like a portion size. A bowl, you know, a bowl that's meant for soup is not meant for ice cream. You know, if you have one scoop of ice cream, that's fine. But if you have half a gallon of ice cream, maybe that's not a good idea. But all things in moderation, and you probably will be okay. Right now, I am not the queen of moderation. I am not the queen of moderation. I still have the habits that I had from before, Before December 5th, December 4th, I still have those same habits. I know I do because I struggle with them still. I want to be better. I want to do better. I want to meet my goal. You know, I really do. But I don't want to, it's like, and I know I'm talking in circles. It's like, I don't want to do this because this is what society says, because you'll be beautiful. Because look, my days of beauty are way over. They never were. I never, ever consider myself a beautiful woman. Okay, never have, never will. You know, some people say, oh, you're ugly, you're disgusting, whatever. Whatever. You think you're the first to tell me something like that? Maybe the first asshole to tell me something like that. And you know who you are. Or say something like that. You know who you are. But if I was, you know, I just want to be able to be healthy, you know. And it's a good ego booster to lose weight, especially if you were at my weight. You know, I mean, I'm not the biggest thing in the world, but I was very far from being, you know, underweight. And I never want to be underweight. I just want to be average at best. Average. You know, I want to be an average weight. I want to be fall right there in between, like, okay, you're not obese, you're not morbidly obese, I'm thinking past that. You're just, I don't even want to be at an overweight. I just want to be at a normal weight. If 150 takes me to normal, that'd be great. If I'm still just considered a little bit overweight, I can live with that. I can live with that, because I don't really necessarily go with the standards, you know, like you have to weigh this amount to be healthy. You have to be stick rail thin to be healthy. Like I said, you see plenty of funerals with skinny people, and skinny people die of heart attacks every day, strokes, and everything else. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to be stick rail thin to be healthy. You could even weigh 250 pounds and still be healthy. I mean, it's probably, your chances of developing something are much greater if you are that heavy. But, you know, again, nothing is 100%. You can't say for sure, because you weigh 250 pounds, you're going to have a massive heart attack or a stroke. You know, if you put risk factors on top of it, like you have high blood pressure, and yes, I'm going to say this, you smoke. My mother smoked, and my mother died when she was 50. I hate smoking. I hate smoking. I seen my mother die. My mother was not overweight, but my mother smoked like a fiend, and I hate smoking. I think it's disgusting, nasty, but that's just my opinion. My opinion, and an asshole, same thing, just my opinion. I think you can do things in moderation, and if you're healthy, and you know, if you get your checkups, if you have high blood pressure, you treat it. If you have diabetes, you take your medication, you treat it, you eat sensibly, you'll be all right. I mean, you might not live forever. Nobody's going to live forever. You know, unfortunately, people die every day of something. Nobody's died of being too damn healthy. Even that runner guy, he died, and he was like, oh my God, he's so healthy. And then there's that exercise guy, he died of a heart attack. It happens, you know, life happens. So I think everything in moderation, and the only reason I'm trying to get to where I'm going is I just want to see if I can. I would love to stay there. I would love to learn that food is not there to fix my broken heart or my feelings, or, you know, make me feel better or make me feel worse. Food is just nourishment. And I mean, of course we like it to taste good. I mean, who wants to eat some crappy food? But, you know, it's not the pill that you need. If you have a problem, this is where I come in. I run and I go, I want cookies, I want cookies, I want cake, I want cake, I want candy, I want something. It doesn't even matter if I like it. Just give me something. And, you know, it's all about choices and where you want to go with your life. And now, if you decide, I don't mind being overweight. I like eating what I want. Don't let my weight bother you. I'm not bothered by it. Then you have every right to be overweight. I mean, even if you want to be 300 pounds, if that's what you want, nobody should bother you about it. But yet again, you should not put things out there that, oh, there you go, the cat's there again. And then all of a sudden, then people are going to forget about it. It ain't like that. You know, if you say it, mean it. If you mean it, say it. You know, I do have a goal where I would like to get to. And I would like to reach that goal because I did sacrifice a lot to get there. So I would like to know that eventually I will hit that goal and I will be okay. You know, if I do or if I don't, it doesn't matter really. As long as I don't go back to where I was. You know, if I stayed, if somebody said to me today, if you want to stay at 179 or 180, how would you feel about it? I say fine. If you guarantee me I will not go back up to 200, I'd say fine. I'm cool with this. I don't mind my weight. I don't mind how I look. I feel confident. I feel okay. Okay, I could stay here. But, you know, since I've gone to such extremes to lose this weight, yeah, I'd like to see a little more success. I'd like to see maybe at least, I give myself short-term goals. I don't say I'm going to lose 30 pounds, you know, 10 pounds more. I like to get down to like 170 or maybe 8 pounds more right now. I like to get down to 170. And then when I get down to 170, go for 160. And then by the end of the 100 days, and I think I'm like 21, 22, 23 days into it, wherever I'm at, I'm going to be satisfied with. I'm not saying I'm not going to still try, but I'm not going to be crazy anymore. I'm giving myself 100 days, 100 more days. Well, actually now I got about 80 more days to get to where I need to go, to talk about this, get it out of my system. And then once it is out of my system, I promise you I'm not going to talk about weight loss on a daily basis. You know, I'm not promising anybody anything. I'm not promising anybody I'm going to lose, you know, 25. I'm going to try. That's the word I'm going to say. I am going to try. If I succeed or if I fail, it's not on you. It's not on anybody but me. So, at the end of the day, really, nobody has nothing to say about my weight because it doesn't cost you anything. I don't ask for food from nobody. I buy my own damn food. I make my own choices, and it's just, I think that, as I started before, we put too much pressure on ourselves to, like, to hit a number. Like, you know, like 120 is the ideal weight. And size 10 is the ideal size, or 9 or 8 or whatever size you think is good. As long as you feel comfortable, that's perfect for you. You know, if you're healthy and you feel good about yourself, even if you're overweight, obese, morbidly obese, grossly morbidly obese, you feel good about yourself, then it's okay. But if you keep making excuses like, oh, I'm just this, I'm sad, well, then you don't. I guess that's all I have to say. But that's just my thought for the day. And I'm going to upload this, and this will be online later. And yeah. So I'm going to go in the house. I got to mop my kitchen floor. I didn't do it last night. I was too tired. And I'm going to make this cabbage, fried cabbage, because it's low in carbs. And see, I'm going to try to do the best I can and make fried cabbage. And I have some Italian sausage left from yesterday, so I'll have that tonight sometime. Make sure I have some food. And you know, I don't want to not eat and then get too hungry and then say, well, I didn't eat, so I'm going to overeat. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to give myself a reason to overeat. You know, hey, what happened to your foot? You got a sore foot? I'm sorry. Anyway, that's a stray cat. And, yes, I feed him. I feel sorry for him. I wish I could take him in, but it's mean. But I do feed him because he's an animal. Oops. What the hell? What the hell? Notify an emergency contact or what? Anyway, you all have a good day. Like, subscribe, and don't be mean. Bye.